To solve the worksheet of chapter 15, in problem 1, we have a manufacturing company has just generated an earnings for 130,000 dollars this year. So the earnings for this year are 130,000 dollars. Knowing that the last year generated earnings for only $80,000, these are the earnings of the last year, and paid dividends for $20,000 also the last year. This year, the company is thinking to expand a project and it needs a capital for $150,000 this year, and it has a debt ratio 40%. So first, the required in part A, if the company needs to pay dividend same as the last year payout ratio, how much it should pay dividend for the shareholders. So first of all, as a solution, we have to calculate the last year payout ratio, how much the last year payout ratio was, which is equal to the dividends of the last year over the net income over the last year. So it's equal to $20,000 over $80,000 equal to 25%. So this is the payout ratio of the last year. Then we use this same payout ratio, okay, to apply it to the dividend paid during this year. So then this year dividend paid equal to the dividend payout ratio multiplied by the net income for this year. So it's equal to 0.25 multiplied by $130,000. So it's equal to $32,500. In part B, if the company needs to expand its project, how much dividend it can pay for the shareholders and how much can be its payout ratio. So by expanding the project, the company needs a capital $150,000. So we apply the formula dividend paid equal to the net income minus the equity needed for investment. So it's equal to $130,000, which is the net income for this year, minus the equity needed for investment, which is equal to the capital $150,000 multiplied by 1 minus the debt ratio or multiplied by the equity ratio. So it's equal to $40,000. Then the payout ratio equal to the dividend paid $40,000 over the net income of this year $130,000. So it's equal to 30.77%. In part C, if the company decides to pay dividends same as the payout ratio the last year, okay, so this refers to the last payout ratio 25%. So if the company decides to pay dividend same as the payout ratio of the last year, how much is the maximum capital that it can use for expanding its project? So here we can apply the formula that the maximum capital for investment equal to the net income minus the dividend paid over the equity ratio. So it's equal to $130,000 minus $32,500, which is the dividend that could be paid this year by applying the payout ratio of the last year over 0.6 or the equity ratio. So it's equal to $162,500. In part D, if the company decides to pay dividend same as the payout ratio of the last year, so it's 25%, okay, 25%, but it needs to make a new project that needs a capital for $230,000. How much external equity is needed to finance the project? So we can apply the formula external equity needed equal to the capital needed for investment multiplied by the equity ratio minus the net income plus the dividend paid. So it's equal to 230,000 multiplied by 0.6, which is the equity ratio, minus the net income $130,000 plus the dividend paid based on the last year payout ratio, which is $32,500. So the external equity needed is $40,500. So that's for problem 1.